to be doing all of these things? I don't understand.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. So another principle is when it comes to security, is you have to is in security there are trade-offs. You're going to trade off comfort for security, but you can't have comfort and security at the same path. And that's when you go to organizations and individuals talking about cyber security, using unique passwords, different passwords for different organizations. It overwhelms people. But the question is that, do you want comfort or want security?
Sometimes I am like I said earlier before we started our interview. I said that sometimes, recently I was having a conversation with a friend about curtains. Okay. I wanted to buy curtains, and we just had that conversation on WhatsApp. The next minute I opened Instagram and the first ad I saw was an ad showing me that I should come and buy curtains. Now, is this a case of infringement on my privacy? Is this a case of theft? What can be done? How can I block these things? Because I didn't really feel comfortable about this, and a lot of people also feel this way too. When I was just going on WhatsApp and I'm looking at, are you sure this is not witchcraft? You understand? I know it's not witchcraft. We know, it's data and all of these things. So, but how can we control these things, or we don't have control over them?
So we go back to where we started again. If something is, are you paying for WhatsApp? No. You are using WhatsApp for free.
My data,
right? No.
My data.
Your data, you are paying ISP, MTN or Glo. But WhatsApp themselves, they're not paying any bill. You remember this NCC and the banks. Yeah. So they're saying if you're going to use star XY, so you're going to pay, because you are using the data as a medium to access the platform. It has nothing to do with the platform. So literally your money goes to MTN or all this ISP. It doesn't go to WhatsApp. So how does WhatsApp make money? That's the question you should want to ask.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
How does Instagram makes money? So the way they makes money is by adverts. Attention. The value that Facebook have from all these platforms is people's attention, and those attention and data. What do they want to do with those attention and data? They want to sell it for people that want to do marketing. It's as simple as that. So all your conversation to a level, every data you share on this platform, there's an AI, artificial intelligence platform, pitching them together and then profiling people. So when you talk about cutting,
but
yes,
hold on.
I'm giving back.
But hope, because sometimes we share some sensitive conversations on WhatsApp.
Yes.
I'm exchanging my bank details and telling you, go and use my ATM card to help me quickly withdraw. This is my PIN. Are those ones also being exposed?
So we're gonna get there. So when you talk about sensitive data, password, account details, you don't share those information via WhatsApp. It's not smart. It's not that it's wrong, but it's not smart. Why? We've had cases where WhatsApp accounts have been hijacked, right? You see people using WhatsApp to post something there. It's not me, or WhatsApp or Facebook. It's not me. So if people can hijack, the other thing you can do is to ensure that people clear those history, and that's not even sure, because anything you create on digital platform, there's nothing really that you delete. It's going to be on one server somewhere. Yeah, it's going to be on server somewhere, and people can recover those data. So we're going to get to best practices. Make sure we get there. Please remind me if I forget. Best practices, best practices around this thing for both individuals and organizations. And one of those best practices is that if you're going to share sensitive data, it's better you share even probably via a call. If you're going to do a password.
What about text messages?
It's not ideal to share sensitive data via text messages.
So we should just call.
Yes. Another thing you do is that you distribute the data. Let me give you an example. So you have a password, right? You email a part of it, and you send the other part by a call. It's hard for someone
to be doing all of these things. I don't understand.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. So another principle is when it comes to security, in security there are trade-offs. You're going to trade off comfort for security, but you can't have comfort and security at the same path. And that's when you go to organizations and individuals talking about cyber security, using unique passwords, different passwords for different organizations. It overwhelms people. But the question is that, do you want comfort or want security? And what we're trying to do is to find that middle ground where we can have a good level of comfort
and some security. Okay, now let's talk about cookies. So sometimes you go through some sites and they tell you accept cookies. To be able to accept, you have to accept. So what are cookies?
Okay.
And what do they present to us or something?
Okay, so if you visit a platform for the first time, what you are doing, I don't want to go to technicality, but I'll make you break it down.
Please make it simple.
Make it simple. Is that you are asking for an information on a particular platform, it's like a server. You are asking information. You want to access a file. It takes some time because look, let me give you some. Make it easy. If you travel to a place for the first time, you're going to take time because you don't know that road. You're going to spend more time, ask questions.
Yeah.
But subsequently, you can go there faster. That's what happens. So when you browse a website for the first time, you're going for the first time. It takes a while. Those cookie and cache, right? There are ways that is your browsers that you use, Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, save some bit of those websites. So subsequent time that you visit those websites, you can access those websites quicker. So cache and cookies, they are just pieces of information that are stored on browsers, that allow those browsers to access different websites quicker. And some go to another level that is some of your credentials. You see that you don't always put your Facebook password when you go to Facebook because the browser has catch your password and they have saved you time and you enjoyed it. Do you want to log in actually to Facebook every time you go to Facebook? No. So your cookie and but the danger now is that an attacker can access that. Again, go back credential hijacking that is they can hijack that credential and use it to do things that you have not authorized. So
where can they hijack this data from? Is it from the back end, from the owners of the website?
Now you want to do technical part.
No. Sorry. Just answer me in simple terms.
Okay, I'll try.
Is it from my end as a user of the website or from the end of the website hosters?
Exactly. So they can do it from both ends. They can do it from your end if they have access to your. Maybe you click. Maybe I send it. Let me play an hypothetical scenario. I send a phishing email to you. A phishing email is a malicious mail with all malicious intent, right? And you click on those links and through those links, as an attacker, I can access your Facebook credentials and use those credentials now to change your account, chat some people up and make funny stuff. That's one. The other is that Facebook as a company has been breached. That is, their attacker, that's what we call denial. We didn't get to attack that face at business. We're talking about personal level. When we move to business, what we call denial of service attack, where attackers want to break the availability of a platform by overwhelming that platform. Let me give you an example. If you have a container that should take 50 cl water, you pour 150 cl, that's 3 times capacity. It will overflow. Exactly. So a website can be overwhelmed. Websites are designed to manage a certain number of people visiting it. So what attacker does sometimes to overwhelm website is to send heavy traffic beyond the website capacity. Yes. And some attackers deliberately target a company and breach data. It's online. Facebook has been breached before. Over 50 million data exposed.
Okay, still here and we're still talking securing your data and dealing with cyber threats with Fikun and me and local. The numbers to call 08133038749 or you can call 080-209-33638. These are the numbers to call. If you have questions, feel free to do that. Feel free to call in and let's have your questions. Now, what are two-factor verification? Authentication rather, 2FA, yeah. We see that a lot on social media. They tell us, okay, you want to protect your data, do two-factor authorization for your WhatsApp, your Instagram. So what are these things? Explain them in simple layman terms.
Okay, so what you want to do is that before people have access to a particular platform, you want to have a two-way check, right? So you want to check twice that this person is really the owner of this platform. So most time when you log into a platform, you put your username and password. So that is one level authentication. The second layer of security is that two-factor authentication. That is, I'm going to send the numbers to you, maybe to your phone. Then you enter that number on the platform. Why? If you are the username, you are the one that owns the username and password, and the phone number there is yours, then you should have that number. So what I'm saying that you're probably someone send you an error. He said, when you get to go and get money from me, from a particular individual. Then when you get there, ask this person these 3 questions. If this person cannot answer these 3 questions, then it's not the person. He can wear the same clothes, wear the same hat. It's not the person. So that's what they try to do. That okay, you are in the right location, right, to collect the money. But can you answer the question to be sure that you are the one? So it's like additional layer. Why? If someone has stolen your username and password, they don't have your phone number as of today. So if they want to log in, they won't be able to log in because the second level of layer of security they don't have. And that's why all the platforms encourage people to have 2FA, two-factor authentication. That is, don't just have username. When you activate it, anytime you want to log into a platform, they will ask you another question just to be sure that it's you. So in case you have lost your password, they won't say they will have access. But that in itself is at a layer. Some people still break it.
Hey God!
Some hackers, as they can still have access to you. They can. There's a way they can do it. But at least it will ward off 80% of people that are bridges of people that have lost their credentials. So that's how it works. And actually, that's at the level. There's what you have, there's what you know, there's where you are, there's who you are. Those are all security. So username and password is what you know. There's what you have. When I send you a number, right, to do. There's where you are. There's some application that you can't log into except in a specific location. Some people, they can't log into some office work if you're not in office because it maps the location. There's who you are. Some you have, after you put your password, you put your biometrics or your scan your eye or your palm. There's who you are in the sense that there's some application that is everywhere, the all way is mapped. We see it in movies, right?
Yeah.
The way you walk is a security. So the way to get, all those vault, highly secure places. So two-factor is just second layer. There are 6-7 layer where you say that your password, username, your biometrics, who you are, because those things are not secure. But you can see now it's uncomfortable, and that's why I say if you want security, we have to do some trade-offs. You can't stay at the comfort level and
see the time goes when you're learning or when you're having fun, But let's wrap this up with you said we're going to talk about best practices for individuals. Then let's talk about it. Let's do that quickly in 3 minutes.
Okay. So for individuals, one use a very complex password, and the way you can do that is to create a password formula. Ensure that all your platform you're using have unique passwords. You're not using the same password because if you use the same password, you want to say something?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If you want to use the same password, it means that when I hack your Facebook account, I have access to your Instagram and other accounts. So that's not smart, So to make it easy, try to create a password formula or use a password manager. We have one password, we have keepers. These are password managers that you can use that help you, so you don't have to put all the unique password in your mind. They help you. The other thing you want to do, you must back up your data. It is the most important thing you can do because there's no system that is too secure to be breached. So in case where your system is compromised, you can always go back to your backup. So backup at least weekly, or even as a business, it's minimum you must back up daily. Because a one-day business issues can be fatal. The other thing you want to do is you must put yourself in a place of continuous education because threat and security are evolving
every day.
Yeah. More importantly, there's nothing free. When you download a free game, a free movie, anything free, when you use a free Wi-Fi, those things, the threat you can't just imagine. So don't use public free internet. Don't download free movies from websites you have not verified. Don't always update your software, your phone, your app, because I said every update comes with patch, not just new features. And more importantly, continuous learning.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today. In fact, the show is like an eye-opener, and it seems that I didn't even exhaust all my questions. It seems like we can just keep going and going and going and going and going. But thank you so much for coming on the show today and for opening our eyes to various security measures and best practice ways that we can use to protect ourselves. Thank you so much. So, listeners, shout out to everyone.